Hello guys, this is a video solution for activity 2 of 2015 past paper. Read carefully the instructions and answer what the question asks. Don't make assumptions. So in this case, we need to open the spreadsheet trip, enter task as 1, your name, candidate number, center number in the footer of the worksheet. Open the worksheet, insert, header and footer. It says footer, so you have to go to footer, candidate name, center name, and center number and candidate number. Yeah, and then you can go back to view normal. Back to the question. Haley has signed up for the trip. She's 20 years old, so she has made these payments. Enter these details on the spreadsheet. March, April, May. March, April, May for Haley. So make sure that spelling is correct. So Haley. Double N. She paid for March, April, May. March, April and May. B. Sort the spreadsheet in ascending order of last name with a secondary sort of first name in ascending order. To do that, it's very important that you select the whole table, including Haley and Adalia, which we just added. Then home, sort, custom sort. You need to sort by so we need to sort in ascending order of last name within a secondary sort of first name, with a secondary sort of first name. So first with last name. Alright, so last name, we need to make sure that the data has headers is clicked, is selected. So last name in ascending order, add another level, first name in ascending order, and then you click OK. You've got your table sorted, last name in ascending and then first name. So format the spreadsheet so the currency values show the currency symbol with no decimal places. All of the data is visible, so make sure that all these do have a currency symbol and no decimal places. Make sure that all the data is visible. So double click on each row. There's another way, but that works fine with all candidates. So back to the instructions. That is, save the spreadsheet, print the spreadsheet outside of A4 showing data. So just save it as it is. Office button, print, preview, showing data. Make sure that you've got the grid lines or column headings, and you've got your printout. Now, next, it's activity task SS2. Frederick wants to know the total amount paid by each person. Enter formula cell I6 to calculate the total paid by the first member of staff. To do so, go there, equals sum, or if you feel more comfortable using the function, feel free to do so. And then you just select all these. That's it. So that's total paid. Yeah, so far. The first amendment, the charge to staff for the trip is stored in cell B3. Enter formula in cell J6 to calculate the balance left to pay by the first member of staff. So balance left will be B3 minus the total paid. Makes sense. Now when I replicate that, I have to make sure that B3 has the dollar sign, the absolute cell reference, so it doesn't change when I replicate down. That is to hit F4 on your keyboard or manually add dollar sign before B and before 3. Alright. So next it says replicate the formula for the other members of staff. Enter appropriate headings for columns I and J. I've done though already, so I'll select both and I'll just replicate down. There you go. That's it. Yeah. There's some conditional formatting here showing that you've got minuses. Alright. So back to activity, enter the footer to show that this is task SS2, so you need to edit the footer to change that. Save the spreadsheet as task SS2. Do not print at this stage. So how do I change the footer? Again, insert header and footer. You already have the footer, so just change that to activity 2. Right. Exit, view normal. Alright, there you go. Next. B, activity task SS, activity 2 task SS. Alright, that's activity 2, yeah. Task SS2B. Frederick wants to send a reminder to members of staff who still have to pay 100 or more. Yeah, enter from your column K to display the text reminder or not for each member of staff. So to go back, reminder, and to do so we need an if function. Again, if you feel more comfortable using the formula there, feel free to do so. If this one is greater or equal to 100, then reminder, else not needed. That's your formula. Yeah, then you can just replicate down all the way. There you go. Next, you have to save it, print on one side of A4 showing the formula. How do you show the formula? Now you're gonna have to go formulas, show formula. I think it's, yeah, there. Okay, now make sure that the width of the column is enough so data is not truncated. Yeah, so we need to clearly, the examiner needs to clearly see the formula, and then you can resize the rest of them in order to fit on one A4 page. Don't worry if the dollar sign goes away, that's okay, because we're only displaying the formula and not the data. Office button, print preview. There you go. Just make sure the activity number is correct and you've got your formula view. Says here make sure that columns I, J and K are wide enough to show the complete formula. We've done so. I, J, K, that is because they want to see and test the formulas. Yeah, so make sure this is not truncated or the text is not trimmed in any way. So next thing, task SS3, activity 2, task SS3. Freddie wants to encourage younger members of staff to make the trip. His next report to the management team will include a chart displaying the balance of each member of staff who is less than 30 years old. Alright, there are two ways to do that. The chart must identify members of staff by their first name, be fit for purpose, and have a suitable title access label. So he wants the management to view a chart displaying the balance left for each year, and the name that's less than 30 years old. So it reminds me of Graham's song 7 Years Old. Anyway, back to data view. Yeah, you might want to resize a bit your columns here to yeah, so they can see the data. So in order to do so, an easy way that there are two methods. One, to manually select each name that's less than 30 years old. Oops, I formatted the age, my bad, sorry guys. that's a number. So manually to do so, or you can use the filter to sort in ascending order by age. So you can get these guys here. So up to Karen. So we need this one, first name, blah blah. Hold down the control key and the balance left for and up to Karen. That's it. Insert chart. Column chart should do just fine. Yeah. So we can read the next instruction. If you have a table, create the chart as a separate worksheet. To do so, to create the chart as a separate worksheet, we need to right click on the chart, move new sheet, and that will be our chart. We can then play around with the chart's design and layout. Yeah. And what else? Enter task as a 3. So how is it fit for purpose? Alright. Some of the things we can do on the chart in order to make it fit for purpose is to get axis titles. So we need a title for the horizontal, that's the names, and then we need a title for the vertical, that will be what's that name? Balance left. And make sure that you've got a proper title for you might want to refer back to the stuff. So for less than 30 year, for less than 30 years old stuff. Yeah, that should do. It's a bit long, but should be okay. That's it. We don't need the legend. It's only one value. If I was to compare more than one, then I will need a legend. So you don't need the legend. So you can get rid of the legend here somewhere. Where's the legend? Database labels. Legend. There you go. Remove legend. We don't need that. Yeah, that's it. Alright, take candidate number, footer, you know how to do that. Save the spreadsheet and print the chart to field 184. Sheet landscape. So office button, print preview, page setup. You can get the footer here as well, custom footer. Alright, and then change the orientation to landscape. Yeah, there you go, and then you can print it off. That's it with task SS3. Let's move to task SS4. Opening a document is a web processing software. Task on save the document task SS4. You know how to do that. Answer these questions on the document. So in task SS3, you create a chart to be used in a report. Explain how you ensure that your chart was suitable to be used in the report. So for that, we've got the mark scheme, which I did send you on the group. Which we can check activity to task SS4. Text is correct, title is correct, as we said. We've got taxes titles, no unnecessary data, that is the legend, no truncation of text can be readable. So any two of these will be surface. And then what's next? Some formula use absolute cell referencing. Explain reason for using absolute cell referencing formula. We said absolute cell referencing is vital when you don't want some cell reference to change when the formula is replicated. So explanation includes the concept of constant value, cell reference, and efficiency of replication. So constant value, the value doesn't change when we replicate a formula. Alright, that's it. Thank you guys very much. Have a nice day.